50, 45. There goes Davis.
Oh, my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Welcome in, everyone, to a brand new edition of the Dream Wager, episode 630. Today is February 18th. The year is 2026. And, kid, we're in the midst of a really big game for U.S. men's hockey right now, going up against Sweden. We are up 1-0. It is first intermission, but how you doing with the Olympics? You watching it anymore or no?
Well, today I'm able to watch because I have the day off, so that's great.
Nice.
I've been working a lot. Monday morning was pretty cool. I had that off, but now not able to watch as much as I want to, but hey, got to catch up. Was watching some I don't even know what it's called, but they were racing down the mountain. Not skiing, but with snow.
Bobsledding?
No. They were like
skating?
maybe speed boarding.
Okay.
Where there were like 4 at a time. That was honestly pretty entertaining. I saw like probably like an hour for that. That's about it.
I'm keeping up with the men and women's hockey. I watch figure skating because of my girlfriend. I don't get it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I watched some figure skating.
Yeah.
I saw a couple. I saw the that dude. He landed that
backflip, right?
Or the backflip. Yeah, first time they unbanned it. So like it was cool.
Virginia? He's from the States, I think. That's
honestly, I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. I don't know his name, but he's blonde, right?
Yeah. I just know he did a move that was just unbanned. So shout out him.
Right now, we do have 7 gold medals. The over-under total for the men or for the USA was 12.5. Doesn't look like we're gonna get there with the 12. We've left. I was watching some. We left some gold on the board, unfortunately, and right now we are third place behind Norway and Italy. Who Norway's just running away with. It. They got 15 gold medals. They're 33 total. We have 24. We're 2 behind Italy. So it's a three horse race between us, Norway, and Italy right now. So. Hopefully we could get some more gold so I could cash my over 12.5, but I don't think we're going to get there, unfortunately, kid. But, yeah, we got a great episode for you guys. A little NFL talk. NFL never dies. I want to get your thoughts on some interesting topics of conversation leading up to the draft. We got NBA is back tomorrow with a 10-game slate. We'll get Elvis.
Huge slate.
On that, and then we got I think it's like 52, 53 college games, some really good action. I got some plays for you for tonight. But, kid, this is why the NFL is king. It never sleeps. So we got some news I want to talk about before we get into the picks. But we'll start in Miami where they are just – the Jets have a better chance of winning the division, according to odds makers right now.
Yeah?
Miami's ripping it apart. Bradley Chubb they released, and then they just released Tyreek Hill. Apparently today there are reports that they are in talks of trading Minkah Fitzpatrick as well. Kid, they're ripping this apart. First I want to talk about Tyreek Hill because he does turn 32 in about a few days. I think his birthday's in March, but he's recovering from this dislocated knee, torn ACL. He's an unrestricted free agent for the first time in his career, and they're going to save about $23 million against the salary cap. And, he had a good career with Miami, 54 games, over 4,700 yards. He was a 2-time first-team All-Pro. But my question to you is, what do you think he is when he comes back from it? Who do you think he's going to go to? What are we talking about here?
First of all, not shocked by the move by Miami. We saw it when Mike McDaniels left earlier. Now it seems like they're going to overhaul the whole franchise, which can't blame him on. We saw Tua make the comments at the end of the season, maybe it's time for a new path. So with Tyreek, realistically, Tyreek was the fastest player in the league, right? No doubt about it.
Yes.
And some people could say by a mile. I'm gonna say Tyreek could come back as a top 5 fastest player in the league. So if he's able to be a top 5, top 10ish fastest receiver, I would still consider Tyreek Hill pretty damn elite at age 33, 32 years old, coming off major knee surgery. Now, let's just be honest, people. I understand he's 32 years old. He's coming off a major knee injury, but Tyreek Hill's always been considered over what last 7, 8 seasons, top 10ish, top 5 wide receiver, and I still think he could be that in the right system. We know he wants to play with a quarterback. We saw it with frustration during the season last year,
Yeah.
the year prior when Tua was hurt. So we know he wants to play with a quarterback that could deliver the deep ball. Do I still think Tyreek Hill got a couple prime years left? Absolutely. So can he be the man he once was? Not too sure about that. But do I still think he could be a top 10-ish wide receiver, top 15? Definitely give you top 20 numbers? Absolutely. So a few key spots I could see him going. Like I said, I think he wants to play with a quarterback that could constantly deliver the deep ball. What Tyreek Hill is, a deep ball threat. So I'm gonna say the Chargers alive. Josh Allen in Buffalo, who in desperate need of a number 1 wide receiver. I think the Buffalo Bills are live. Got to take consideration the Chiefs. Would he give the Chiefs a discount? I think Tyreek Hill is about the bag. I don't think he's going to leave too much money on the table. Yes. Is he going to be worth, upwards of $30+ million? No. But would he take a huge discount to go back to Kansas City? I'm not too sure about that. So, first 2 teams, I'm going to say the Chargers and the Buffalo, because one thing I can honestly say, Tyreek wants to go somewhere and compete. He missed those days in Kansas City, competed for a championship, and he wants to play with a quarterback as well. Those 2 teams first come to mind.
I'll touch on the Chiefs in a sec. What about your New England Patriots, who are in desperate need of a number 1?
Realistically, I think it'll be a good fit, not for nothing, because like I said, Drake May this year, one of the highest completion percent, the highest completion percentage in the NFL, almost at 73%. He completed the most deep balls in the NFL this season, and to me, it'll open up the offense just a little more because we got the speedster with Kyle Williams who we drafted in the 3rd round this year. You still got Stephon Diggs, you still got Booty, so we got some pieces. I think Mac Hollins is going to be a free agent, so we got the cap space, but would it be the right fit? I think so. I'm not sure if our front office is gonna go after Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna if we're gonna spend money, I think we're gonna see some money spent on the offensive line and then maybe on the defensive side, if anything.
Yeah, good call. And who knows? I agree with your point. He might have a good 2 to 3 years left, but who knows? Some people are never the same after a torn ACL. I think he's an anomaly because I think he still has a good year or 2 left. You mentioned the Chiefs. They did just restructure Patrick Mahomes' deal this season. It clears out $43.5 million in cap. He went from making $78 million to $34.65 after the move.
Real quick, I just wanna add on top. This is the second time Patrick Mahomes has restructured his contract, and I don't think he gets enough credit for doing so. So I just want to be on the record saying Patrick Mahomes is one hell of a teammate and is doing what's best to win championships. This is the second time restructuring his contract. We know his monster amount of money, but he's not obligated to do that. No. He clearly wants to compete. He clearly wants to win. I can respect that.
And he can make the money off of sponsorships and deals. And
he owns like I don't forgot the percentage, but he's co-owner of the Kansas City Royals. He'll be fine.
He's a minority owner of the Kansas City Royals. So yeah, he's good. He's good with the money. Now, yes, he's a team player taking the Tom Brady path, always taking team-friendly deals so they could always compete. They need offensive help line as well. I think they're going to go and work on that. Do you think a reunion is intimate? Because I don't think he's going to get that much money, but he's still worth a look or at least a discussion at that. Do you see a reunion possible?
Absolutely. If you tell me Travis Kelce comes back at a discount, why not bring the band all back together? It'll depend because I like Xavier Worthy. I think Xavier Worthy, him and Tyreek Hill. Oof, imagine what him and Tyreek Hill, what he could learn from Tyreek Hill in just a matter of 5-6 months. I think that's a bonus. Him, just think about it. If Travis Kelce, even though Travis Kelce is past his prime, but still a weapon, right? Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice all on the field. I understand might not be the sexiest thing in 2026, but I'm pretty sure Andy Reid could cook some things up with that offensive firepower. So realistically, I think it's a chance, but I think the Chiefs are content with those two young potential superstar receivers. Let's be honest. We get to see 2 full seasons out of this duo. Due to suspension, due to the injuries. I would love to see Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice to play. Let's see the numbers of them playing 10 straight games together. I think they'll be just fine.
I'm glad you mentioned Travis Kelce because I had a thought while driving in the city today. I was like, I just think he's on the wrong side of 30. He's definitely taken a decline in productivity.
He haven't retired yet. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't.
But I think the Chiefs should just cut ties and just be like, you're a future Hall of Famer. We're going to retire your number, but we got to do what's best for us and get us a young tight end.
The draft is a month and a half in a way. They got to make a move sometime within the next couple of weeks, because I think Travis Kelce is like a 17, $18 million cap hit.
Would you move on from Travis Kelce or would you let him retire on his own terms?
If I could restructure his contract, I will hold on to him. But at the number, if I'm correct, I don't have his contract in front of me, but I think it's upwards for $15 to $18 million cap hit. To me, I don't think Travis Kelce. To me, you could get a lot of more production for $15 to $18 million than what Travis Kelce might give you this upcoming season. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could get a Pro Bowl player for $15 to $18 million a year. I'm not sure if Travis Kelce is going to give you a Pro Bowl type season from the tight end position.
I think the cap hit is around 17, 18 million.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a handful, maybe 10 guys out there in the free agency class that could command that type of money that could give you a Pro Bowl type production. I don't think Travis Kelce is going to give you Pro Bowl type production.
And speaking of their younger guys, the ex-girlfriend of Rashee Rice has filed a civil lawsuit against him today, alleging that he abused her for over a year.
So Tyreek Hill is more live at this very moment than he was 10 minutes ago because this is new information. I hate to laugh, but
these are all alleged, and they'll have their day in court. Hopefully, it didn't happen, but yeah. So and that's unfortunate because take all that stuff aside. On the field, he is very productive. The kid is really good.
Real quick, is Jordan Addison and Rashee Rice in the same draft class? Because these dudes, bro, every year it's the same. Yeah, I'll be honest, Jordan Addison, good job so far. Good job so far because we haven't heard nothing. I hope you're not driving. I hope you're not driving. It's cold in Minnesota. Some of these players, man, they just get in the way of their bag. Rashee Rice, to me, is a top 15 wide receiver when he's on the field. Jordan Addison is a solid number 2. You can make the case he's one of the better number 2 wide receivers in the league.
Yeah, 2023 draft class, Jordan Addison and Rashee Rice.
Yeah, they definitely were chilling. They were definitely at the combine going crazy.
Yeah. They were going. Yo, they're wild.
They're wild.
Teams also can start applying and adding the franchise tag March 3rd. So in about 2 weeks or so, potentials are George Pickens, Daniel Jones, Kyle Pitts. We'll talk real sec about Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, Trey Hendrickson. Real quick, before we talk about Kenneth Walker, every beat reporter, every New York media that I follow, the Jets are going to tag Breece Hall. It's either they only have 2 players on the team that are good. It's him and it's Garrett Wilson. They got to tag him, and they just signed Garrett Wilson last season. He is coming off that injury. So Breece Hall is going to make around 17 to 18, which, to be honest, he might be underpaid. Now, Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP, Adam Schefter came out and said it is unlikely that the Seahawks will use their franchise tag on Kenneth Walker. They have multiple free agents that they want to re-sign, and they're also going to try to extend JSN after the year that he had. And I think it's worth noting.
Yeah, get him cheap now instead of next year when his contract, he's going to get 40 plus after next season.
Exactly. So, I think it's important to note that John Schneider, the GM, has only used the franchise tag twice. One was on a kicker, and then they released him. So he never uses the franchise tag anyway. So it's really strange. But the Super Bowl MVP, real quick, looking like he's going to find a new home.
Yeah, not surprised by it. We've seen the quarterback, the running back market bloom over the years, ever since Saquon Barkley got his huge contract. We saw Derrick Henry follow up. We saw CMC get a nice bag as well. So the running back range is, upwards of 12 to 15. I highly doubt Kenneth could get around 20 like Saquon, but I think the rate right now for a pretty damn good running back is $15+ million. I'm not sure if Seattle want to saddle up, 3 years, 45, 4 years, 50, $60+ million. So, is there a handful of teams lining up willing to give a running back that type of payday? Maybe. Not too sure about that, but I guarantee there's a few. Hey, I bet the Chiefs wouldn't mind Kenneth Walker III for a decent penny. So I can see a couple of teams out there going for Kenneth Walker III. For the Jets, to be honest, though, the fact that you just said, we only have 2 good players and you're not willing to extend one of them, to me, that's a problem. I understand why
we need a new owner. That's the problem.
But if Breece Hall has talent, he's going to be a solid running back for the next couple seasons. Why not give him the contract?
I would. If I had it my way and I had Woody Johnson's checkbook, I would give him his money. He deserves it. Now, would I go 18, 19 a year? Probably not, to your point about the running back market. Do I think Kenneth Walker will find a home? Absolutely. But it doesn't surprise me, to your point, and I agree. He's dealt with injury before. We've seen them invest in Zach Charbonnet prior to him tearing his ACL. So it's no surprise that they're going to go after a cheaper route than pay Kenneth Walker. So it's essentially, thank you for what you did for us, but you could go and find a new home.
Yeah, if me personally, if I'm Seattle Seahawks, we know Kenneth Walker is looking like, I'm not going to, claim he's not, but he might not be 100% to start the season, right? He just had ACL surgery, December, right?
Yeah.
I will personally, if I'm the front office, if he accepts, I'm doing 2 years, $30 million fully guaranteed for Kenneth Walker III. To me, the Super Bowl MVP at least earned that. And it's basically a 1-year deal. 1 year at $30 million. You have the next year option as well. I will do a 2-year, $30 million fully guaranteed, 15 a season. I doubt he denies that at fully guaranteed.
I think that's fair because the franchise tag, I'm looking at it right now, it's 14.19. It's 14. Let's just say theoretically it's 14.5 million. Give him 15 million. He's worth that.
Give him 15 mil, 2 years fully guaranteed, or at least do a 2-year deal, 30 million, 25 million guaranteed. I think Kenneth Walker, I'm not gonna say it will be dumb to deny it, but you have a chance to run it back.
It's smart because you can get it back. You also get a 2-year deal, fully guaranteed, and then you have a chance to go in if you ball out again, get another contract.
Yeah, let's just say he has 1,200 yards, 10 tutties, and another decent playoff run. You could get another extension next offseason.
He's 25 years old. He could get another contract at 27, 28 years old. If he stays healthy, he could have 3 contracts by the age of 28. You got to think long-term, Kenneth. I know everyone wants security and wants that big, big long-term contract, but take Elvis's route. This is free advice. 2 years, 30 million guaranteed, and then go out and get more money. Come on, this is free game. Come on.
Somebody got to hire me.
So I was literally about to say, yo, you giving out some free advice. Can I run through
to me, it'll be the smart thing to do. Same reason I said it last year about the Vikings. I would at least sign either Daniel Jones or Sammy D. I wouldn't let both of them walk out the building. To me, you
Yeah.
shouldn't let Kenneth Walker III just walk out the building.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's why the Vikings GM got fired because
Mm-hmm.
of exactly that. Kid, I want to talk to you real quick. This is just rapid fire. I want to hear. I'm gonna give you some trade up hypotheticals, and you tell me you agree or disagree, and if you would make that if you were the GM. You got your GM hat on today. It seems like so. Jets, they get their quarterback, Kyler Murray, for a fourth round pick. If you're the Jets, do you do that?
Absolutely. Don't love his contract.
Yeah,
but
the
to me,
Jets are taking on a lot of money then.
Yeah, a lot of money. But for a fourth round pick, you have a potential, let's just say, a better half of the league quarterback. I'm gonna say Kyler Murray's a top 16 quarterback. To me, that upgrades you off the rip, right? Just haven't had a quarterback in years. Kyler Murray is a no doubt bona fide number one starter in the NFL. No doubt about it. It's just what you could say, his lack of enthusiasm for
learning.
Yeah, film or whatever. What he's accused of not doing. I'm not gonna say he does or doesn't, but what Cardinals, put that special message in his contract and accuse Kyler Murray of not being totally focused. But Kyler Murray has proven he's a dual threat quarterback. When healthy, he plays at times like a top 10 quarterback. When healthy, he's good for 4,000 yards, over 500 yards rushing, a good 25 to 30 touchdowns passing. So there's no doubt in my mind for a fourth round pick. I think the Jets will be out their mind for not even sending or considering a third or fourth round pick for Kyler Murray.
$78 million in the next 2 years Kyler Murray will be making. That is a lot of money.
All right, let me ask you as a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Do you want to go win 6-7 games combined over the next 2 seasons, or you want to give Kyler Murray $78 million and have a chance to sniff the playoffs over the next 2 seasons? Let's just be honest.
I really wouldn't want him. Reason I'm posing this is because I think he is the best quarterback out there. He like a Kirk Cousins, Daniel Jones, maybe. AR-13 said he's going to request a trade. I mean, I think the ship has sailed on him, but there's not a lot of options. Not in the draft either. I know we're at number 2, but I think it's a wait. I think we signed someone maybe like – I love Jameis Winston so much. I would love him to be like my bridge quarterback until we draft someone next year. And the draft class next year for quarterbacks is
good,
full. So that's what it is. But it's just he's not going to be on that team. Speaking of the draft, though, Max Crosby wants out. The Raiders are definitely going to get Fernando Mendoza. I mean, right now he is minus 2,000 to 1 to go number 1. They're going to draft him. My question to you, though, is Max Crosby doesn't want to rebuild in this stage of his career. I want to name a team that I think could use a pass rush that you said a few days ago that sparked me to think that this team should go after him. But in order to do that, they're going to have to give up a first rounder and a key weapon. And that team is the Chicago Bears. What did the Chicago Bears lack this season? Getting pressure on the quarterback. You put Montez Sweat with Max Crosby. Oh my God. He's going to stop the run. He's great in pass defense as well. And he's going to get after the quarterback. You give up DJ Moore and you give up a first rounder for Max Crosby. I think that's a deal. What are your thoughts on Max Crosby to Chicago?
I'm gonna be honest, it'll be one hell of a fit. I think that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Just because the Bears, I think, are just a couple players away. Like I said, they're my dark horse. I said it. What was it? I think I said plus 3,800 for them to win the Super Bowl next year. Early ticket. I like the move there. I think Max Crosby is still top 3, maybe top 5 defensive player in the National Football League. I think there's no doubt about he got plenty of juice left in the tank. I wouldn't put it past the Bears. I hope my Patriots are able to make a move for them. I wouldn't mind giving up a first round pick for him. It'll be the 31st overall pick. Nothing too great. I hope the Patriots are able to get him because we know he wants to wants to play under Mike Vrabel. And pair him alongside Baymore, Williams, and think about it though. It could be Baymore, Williams, and Max Crosby on the defensive side. Shit, maybe times we might rush 3. So I would love for him to come to the Patriots, but I think an accident fit will be the Chicago Bears. And to be honest, I wouldn't be shocked. Like I said, this team is always aggressive in the offseason. Wouldn't be shocked if the Philadelphia Eagles somehow, some way, end up pulling this trade off. They're active every offseason. If there's one team that, you know what, says this season ended bad, we have a Super Bowl caliber team. We have a Super Bowl coach. We have a Super Bowl quarterback. Watch out for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Last one I want to talk about, I think this is very interesting. I think this guy is a topic of conversation every offseason, and he's fun to talk about, but he stayed put these last few years. This few days ago, I think, on Instagram, he got caught wearing a New York Giant shirt. A.J. Brown. What team needs a number one, a deep threat that could push this team over the playoff hump?
The Buffalo Bills.
I knew you were going to say that, but let's go to the AFC West. The Denver Broncos. And what does the Eagles need? Another secondary piece. You go and get a Riley Moss. You trade A.J. Brown in like a 4th or 5th rounder to Denver, and Eagles get Riley Moss, a 2nd rounder, and maybe throw like a 5th or 6th rounder in. But I don't know if they do the deal. But how good would it be for Bo Nix to go and get a guy like A.J. Brown, who has the experience, who's won at the highest level? I think that would be a good fit. I know Buffalo's obviously the obvious choice, and so is your New England Patriots. But what about a team like Denver?
Yeah, I think Denver would be a good fit. But realistically, what's been the damage control in Philadelphia? Him not getting the ball enough. Do you think Sean Payton in that offense is going to give A.J. Brown 8+ targets a night?
They run the ball a lot.
They run the ball a lot. Bo Nix is going to get like 4 or 5 rushes a night. And let's just be honest. It's going to be a lot of, slants, in routes, posts. It's not going to be a lot of deep threats, down the field action. It's going to be, methodically up and down the field. So I'm not sure if A.J. Brown will love, being in Denver, but I think A.J. Brown would accept being anywhere in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I agree. All right, kid, those are just my little hypotheticals. I appreciate you playing along with that. Real quick, we got an update in the Sweden-United States game. USA up 1-0 with 2 minutes left in the game, so holding on by a thread there. All right, kid, before we get into our picks, a quick word from our sponsor, brought to you each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. There's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV. Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks. So just a kick, just like how we like our laughs, whether it's Huckleberry playing around the golf with the boys or an elderberry watching some college hoops, it doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with our Tucson Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, let's get to it. Let's head to the association. The NBA is back in full swing. Your Nets are on the road taking on the Cavs, laying 16.5. Jeez.
We got to start there.
Yeah, that was the first game on the slate that I saw. I was like, oh, my God. My Charlotte Hornets, I'll say this. They're the
Oh,
best.
your.
I'm
I
on
love
the
it.
train.
No,
I
no,
got
no.
him.
I love it. I love it.
I have
Yeah.
a ticket 3-1 to win the division. I got them. I took your play to make the playoffs, not the play in. I'm financially invested into this team. I think they're better than Miami. I think they're clearly better than Orlando right now. This is the hottest team in basketball. I think we have to roll with them. So I'll start it off. I'm going to take the 4.5 here at home. I am not built. I am not sold on Houston right now. They're dealing with some injuries. The whole KD burner thing is funny. I think that's a distraction. First of all, he hasn't come out and denied it. So, and if you actually look at their schedule on a serious note, they have one of the hardest schedules remaining in the season for Houston. So I'm not really sold on this year and in the postseason for Houston. They're going to be a team I'm fading. Give me Charlotte here at home catching 4.5.
I love it, Dill. Let's just start there. You're touching Charlotte. I'll play this safe, Dill. Give me the two-way teaser. Give me the Charlotte Hornets to plus 9.5. And I tease the Spurs down. The Spurs taking the Phoenix Suns tonight. Spurs laying 7.5 at home. We saw Wimby pissed off the other night because he lost in the All-Star game. I think he's going to come out a little aggressive tonight. Devin Booker was playing some defense on him, so I think it's going to be a good matchup. Give me the Spurs down to minus 1.5. Give me Charlotte to plus 9.5. Two-way teaser minus 134. And let's kick it off. 7:30 start. Detroit Pistons taking on the New York Knicks. Still, do you know 4 out of the last 5 matchups the Detroit Pistons has covered ATS versus the Knicks? Give me the plus 4.5 at the Garden. Last time they were at the Garden, they won outright. I think as a 3.5 point dog. Give me Detroit Pistons plus 4.5 minus 110. Next game, Toronto Raptors taking on the Chicago Bulls. I'm kind of shocked. I was able to get 2.5 the other day. Now the line is at 5.5. I would still lay the 5.5 with the Toronto Raptors. The number ain't high enough if you ask me. Wouldn't be surprised if it closes at like 6.5. I doubt it goes to 7, but I would still lay the 5.5 number today with the Toronto Raptors on the road. Next game up, Denver Nuggets. Honestly, might be the marquee matchup of the night. Denver Nuggets taking the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers, they're trying to fight back, trying to get into that play-in, trying to fight for a playoff spot. Kawhi Leonard, we saw him having a crazy All-Star game.
Yeah, he was bugging.
Give me the plus 3.5. I see 4.5 out there, so shop around. Give me the plus points with the Los Angeles Clippers. I think they're gonna play. I'm gonna be honest. As long as Kawhi on the floor, I think they're live against anybody for the remainder of the season. Ty Lue could coach his butt off, and like I said, when Kawhi Leonard is healthy, he's proven it. He's still one of the best players in the NBA. Give me the plus 3.5 with the Clippers, and give me Kawhi Leonard over 27.5 points at minus 120. I apologize. I forgot. Player prop of the week, but that is the player prop. They'll give me Kawhi Leonard 27.5 points at minus 120.
Yeah, if you guys want to go over to Props.Cash, where Elvis got that number, you guys could go over and sign up with the monthly subscription. Use code DREAM25. Good way to get in and get educated about player props. Kid, I was going to ask you about that, Marquis, because I think that's the best game outside of the Detroit and New York game. Denver and Clippers. I have a ticket. I put in Denver to win the West.
Like it.
I don't think Nikola Jokic is 100% healthy, which is why you saw him check in and check out real quick for the All-Star game. But I believe they have the experience. They have the best player in the world right now. And I don't believe in San Antonio right now because you got to do it. That's why I was always skeptical about OKC last year because, yeah, they have a bunch of talent. SGA is ridiculous, but they've never done it. Whereas people were like, oh, watch out for Golden State, because they've shown you that they could just catch fire and win the championship. I believe that in Jamal Murray, in Nikola Jokic as well. I think they're the better team here. So I think it's a very interesting game. I just wanted to get your thoughts on my ticket to win the West for the Denver Nuggets. And right now you can get that. I got plus 400. I got some good value right now. It's at plus 370. Thoughts on my ticket for the Nuggets to come out of the West.
I like where your head is at, though. Just because we saw the Denver Nuggets last season in the second round push the Denver Nugget OKC Thunder to 7 games, and we knew last year Aaron Gordon wasn't 100%. They were dealing with some injuries on that team as well. Now, I think you kind of hit it right on the head, Dill. When healthy, Denver Nuggets, they have the best player in the world. They've been there and done that. Jamal Murray has shown he could give you 30 a night come the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they're the biggest threat. I agree with you. I think the Spurs have to at least prove. I got them right now plus 700 to win the West. I like the ticket just because they are a bad matchup to OKC. But if you're telling me they're gonna have to play the Denver Nuggets and not the OKC Thunder in the Western Conference Finals, I think my ticket might be screwed because I think Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets could beat the Spurs. I think they could beat the Thunder. Mm-hmm. I think that's the only two teams that can honestly beat the Thunder in a 7-game series is the Denver Nuggets and the San Antonio Spurs. So I like the ticket deal. It's hard to bet against a healthy Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and even you right now, you got some good value because right now to come out of the West, the Spurs are plus 650, so you did get some nice CLV. I think it's a 3-team race. I know long shot, maybe people are on Houston. I told you earlier in the show, I am off Houston. I don't think they're a good matchup against either of those 3 teams, if I'm being honest. I think the Nuggets and the Spurs match up very well against OKC. My one dark horse, if you want to do a long shot, 19-1, almost 20-1, Minnesota. I think Minnesota is that dark horse team, and I think they're so talented, and Anthony Edwards is so good, and he has the ability to take over a game. I don't mind putting a little $5-10 on Minnesota to come out of the West, but that would be the only long shot. After that, I really don't see anyone competing against the top 3, if I'm being honest.
To be honest, I think a healthy Laker team might have something to say about that. If we just saw LeBron the other night, I think the game, if not the game before the All-Star game break, give you 28, 10, and 10. So if LeBron, while Luka's averaging, I think 33, he leads the NBA points per game, right? If Luka could give you what his career average is in the playoffs, which is I think 34, 33 points a game, highest in NBA history, by the way. And LeBron could just come in and give you 25, 8, and 7 a night. I think the Los Angeles Lakers is going to be a tough fight. If DeAndre Ayton could give you anything, if DeAndre Ayton could give you 12 and 8 a night, watch out. If Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic could average 80-plus points a night, watch out. Because, they've been there and done that. Luka is not scared of the moment. LeBron, if it's a 5-point game in the fourth quarter, Lakers are live any game. If there's a 15-point game to start the fourth, you got me beat. But if it's a 5-point game, 3-point game, 3 minutes left in the game, I take LeBron and Luka any day.
Yeah, you're right. Hopefully DeAndre Ayton gets his thing sorted out. Did you hear him? They locked him up. No, they didn't lock him up, but they had they held him up at the airport because he had a very small amount of weed. Lay off the weed.
The weed. We understand it's legalized in most states throughout the country. We know it's been legalized in California for about a decade now, but I'm pretty sure it's still
it's a federal crime.
Yeah, it's still a federal banned substance. So be just smart. Don't end up like Brittany Griner, bro. That's all.
I think that was the wisest thing you said today.
Like, don't fly with it. Like, y'all make so much money. Just get it when you land. Y'all got it. No need to fly with it. Just avoid.
Y'all got it. No need to fly with it. That's a bar.
That's a bar.
All right, Kay, let me go. I got some college hoops to rattle off. I got 7 yesterday. I went 4-1 Villanova.
Gotta eat. Gotta eat.
They won. They won 6 in a row. Watch out. They're going to be a good tournament team, but they didn't cover the points. It's all good. The guy for I think Xavier, he went off for like 30. The guy did not miss. I'm sitting there like, bro, he was just hitting 3 after 3. So gonna try to duplicate that today and have a nice night. Let me go 6:30 here at Furman. Give me East Tennessee straight up on the money line. I think the wrong team is favored. Plus 107. I'll give you a dog straight up. This one I did not understand. Let's go to the nation's capital. Georgetown taking on Butler. I get making Georgetown a home favorite, but 6.5 like in a coin flip game. That's about 2.5 possessions. Give me Butler. I think this is a coin flip game, and I think they could win the game. So I'll take the points in my pocket, plus 6.5 with the Bulldogs. Really good game down in Tuscaloosa. Same team with colors. Give me my boy John Calipari. I'm going to back the Razorbacks. Down year for Alabama in basketball, but I think the Razorbacks, they are good at defending the 3-point line. So I think they're going to force them in a really tough shot. So I'll take the Razorbacks plus 4.5. Give me Coastal Carolina at home, minus 115. Very short number. I think they should at least be 3-4 point favorites at home against James Madison. So I'll take Coastal Carolina. Give me George Mason at home against Dayton. I'll lay the 2. That was more of a lean. I'm just hooked on George Mason and backing them, if I'm being honest. So that was more of like a feel-good play. Let's go out west. Pacific on the road taking on Washington University. Again, I think the wrong team is favored. I think Pacific is a really good team. They defend well. They push the pace against Washington. I get it making them a favorite, but I just think Pacific is the better team. I'll take them on the money line, plus 105. And then I'll end it with the dog. Give me Colorado State University taking on UNLV. I'm going to take the Rams here, plus 106. I do not think UNLV is a good team. They're not good at shooting the free throws, and they're not good at defending the 3. I think this could be a blowout. Plus 106. Give me Colorado State, kid. I got a lot of dogs.
I love it, Joe. I love it. Can I sprinkle in a dog in there?
Yeah, what do you got?
I'm not saying hit the money line, maybe a sprinkle. Give me Oklahoma State plus 6.5 versus Kansas. They lost 3 straight games. I think they're going to come out fighting on their home court versus a top 10 school. Give me the plus 6.5. If there's a game to show up is tonight against a top 10 school. You lost 3 straight games. Give me the plus 6.5.
The USA advanced. They win in overtime. Sweden tied it with a minute left. Mika Zibanejad from the Rangers goes into overtime, and our boy Quinn Hughes from the Hughes family scores with the 3 minutes in the game. We win 2-1 against Sweden. We move to 4-0 and advance to the semifinals.
Let's go. Canada.
Hey, baby. Oh, we're going to. Oh,
Canada. Puck is on your court, Canada. We'll be waiting.
We'll be waiting, exactly. So, kid, thank you so much. We'll be back Friday night, me and Joey. Anything you got to say? What are you doing this weekend? Any big plans?
This weekend.
No more spending money. That was last weekend.
Yeah, I'm working Saturday. You know how that goes. Sunday, hopefully we have good weather, man. It's starting to be 40 degrees every day, so that's good. Hopefully no more snow. Hopefully it don't rain. Honestly, I don't even mind if it rains, so it can melt away all the snow. So just relax, still. That's the agenda this weekend. Relax.
So depending on where the wind hits us, we will get either snow or rain Sunday afternoon into Monday. So let's pray it goes out into the Atlantic and we just get rain, because if the snow does hit us, it's another 6 to 10 inches. So
we ain't getting that. It's going to be rain.
God willing, this snow still hasn't fucking melted.
It's going to be rain.
You say that. It's like you're jinxing. It's like people saying, oh, they got in the bag.
Nah, it's warm now. If it was 2 weeks ago, I'd be like, yeah, it's snowing. It's over. It's warm. So. It's been warm.
It has been warmer. It's still cold, but it's warmer.
I ain't gonna hold you. This 44 degrees yesterday
like
felt
spring.
It felt like 70. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, kid. Well, enjoy the weekend. Enjoy your bets. Enjoy the games. Good luck on everything, and we will see you guys on Friday. Peace.